everyone, this is Mohammad Ubaid Khan. I am from Telangana State, India, and I am doing my computer science engineering from National Institute of Technology, Durgapur. We all know that teaching has a major impact on the society. So when we teach someone, there has to be two criteria that needs to be met. Like the first thing is the person who is being taught, he should feel the necessity of the concept that we are teaching him. So we should be able to deliver the need that he should learn something. And the second thing, the person who is teaching should have a proper basic idea about what the stuff he is teaching. So let me give an example of how I teach stuff. Let me teach you what the basic difference between CSS, HTML and JavaScript is. We have HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So there are three main things that we need to consider when we teach. People learn most from what they see. The first thing is visualization, and people learn from what they hearing, and third is people learn from what they write. So when we teach, we need to show things, we need to show how things work. So let me explain what HTML is with an example. Suppose we have a website which just has Google written on it. Now what HTML does is, HTML is called hypertext markup language, and the context that we see here, the writing things or whatever the material we see on the website like Google, the text Google is part of this HTML. And when we come to CSS, cascading style sheets, the text, I mean the boldness or the italic or underline, whatever the text may be or whatever the size or color that website may have, basically the entire style of that website is designed by this CSS language. And when we come to JavaScript, we have a website which has a body, a context and a style, but it has no functionality. So what this JavaScript does is it provides a functionality to that website. Let's take a basic example. Suppose I am a website, and what HTML does is it tells how many eyes I have, how many legs I have, how much skin I have. And what CSS does is it gives a proper shape to my eyes, my legs, my bones, and what color my skin is, and roughly everything. Now I have a body, I have a shape, I have a color, but what's the use if I have no functionality? This is what JavaScript does. It gives me functionality. It describes whether I can walk, what speed I can walk, whether I can sleep or whether I can talk. So this is the basic difference between HTML, CSS and JavaScript. So apart from this, suppose if I am asked to teach about stacks, consider an example of a plate, a stack of plates, whether we can see them in our mess or somewhere else. Stacks follow something called last in, first out. What does this mean? Now when you put plates in your mess, suppose this is a plate 1, plate 2, plate 3. Plates keep on getting increased in that stack. Now when you need to remove a plate, the last plate that has been put on top of the stack is removed. That means last in, the plate that's coming inside for the last time, is the first plate to be removed. So this is how I teach stuff, and that's pretty much about it. Thank you.